An abandoned mansion of sorrowful souls and forgotten spectres await the Most Haunted team as we travel to South Wales.
Hello, I'm Yvette Fielding and welcome to Most Haunted, the live series. For the remaining 3 weeks of the run, we're inviting you to join us live as we conduct paranormal investigations into some of the country's scariest buildings. Also on Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock, you'll get the chance to see the best bits from tonight's show and the uncut investigations that we carry out before and after we're on air in Most Haunted Unseen. Last week, we investigated the terrifying Rufford Old Hall near Ormskirk in Lancashire.
My legs have gone icy, icy, icy cold.
Someone's banging on the door.
Oh! Whoa, that was behind me.
Oh, the cot's rocking.
Do you see it?
Yes, I did.
The little one.
The little one.
Oh, I didn't like that.
What?
Somebody slapped my leg.
Come on, do something.
Whoa!
Do you move that chair?
I heard that.
It moved. It's harm. Oh, sorry!
You're alright.
Then push me. I have a horrible feeling about this.
Back to tonight and a building that I believe to be one of the scariest places we have ever investigated. Tonight, I have brought my team to South Wales and the blood-curdling Golden Grove Mansion.
Built between 1827 and 1832, Golden Grove Mansion has over 150 abandoned rooms. The mansion was built by the Vaughan family, Earls of Cawdor, who were granted the land through an inheritance. The previous owners were the childless Lady and Lord Bolton, whose family built the original mansion on this spot back in the 1560s. But it is the Cawdor peerage that has left its mark on this site. One of the Earls of Cawdor is believed to be one of the many malevolent spirits that is said to still haunt this dilapidated old house. Believed to have been a sadistic man, local people say that in a violent rage he cut off the finger of a servant who disobeyed him. Is this just folklore, or might we come across this violent spectre tonight? But this Earl is not the only member of the family said to still haunt this place. A male figure is seen in the archway near the main entrance. He's in his 40s and is believed to be the 4th Earl of Cawdor. Also, a later Earl, believed to have been an aggressive drunk, is also said to still reside here. At night, eyewitnesses say that they have seen him careering through the mansion's empty corridors. Like most stately homes of the time, Golden Grove was a hive of activity, with the family being attended to by a small army of servants. The corridor and the adjoining rooms are said to echo with the sounds of times past. The clattering of servants as they go about their business play out day after day. Hushed whispers can be heard when clearly there is no one here. Or is there? Over the years, members of the Cawdor peerage spent less and less time at Golden Grove, preferring instead to use their Scottish estate. With the outbreak of World War II and the eventual joining of the Allies by the United States, the house was used as a base for the American Air Force. Today, many people believe that some of those airmen still remain. It It is in these cellars that people talk of being faced by an angry figure dressed in an American uniform. He confronts unsuspecting visitors, leaving them in no doubt that they are not welcome in this, his lair. With so much paranormal activity to investigate, what will we uncover tonight? We have 2 hours to find out. I'm joined now by parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe, welcome, and our historian Leslie Smith. Now, Leslie, you have been researching like a wild thing all week because this place is huge and it's got such an amazing history.
It has, and mostly because of the people who were here. Think of the house as essentially in core, built in the Tudor periods, about the 1560s, and then added to later on. The characters we really want to get locked into are the Vaughan family, and they were here for century upon century. And some of them were very strange indeed, one particularly fighting in the Civil War, who did such a rubbish job of it. They lost the whole of South Wales for the king because he had no military experience but was in a key role. And then when we get to 1804, we get another family get involved, the Earl of Cawdor. Those families also the family name the Campbells.
Is that the one that chopped off the finger, or is that just folklore?
No, actually it's sort of one of those marvellous mixes of both. It wasn't a Campbell who did that. It was actually going back to the Vaughans. And we know in such a senior role, the man I was just talking about, in about 1672, he had to resign his post, which was a very senior post after the restoration of Charles II. He had a lead role, although he'd lost great chunks of Wales in the war. He actually did chop off people's fingers, it said, mutilated not just them but tenants as well, servants, tenants, and also there's talk of taking people's tongues out.
Nice.
And his son was described as the lewdest man in England. Fantastic. So we have two great families in terms of bad, mad and dangerous to know.
And of course, it was also used, wasn't it, for American
It was.
servicemen?
Yes, it's also had folks staying here, the military staying here to do with the Americans, that's right. And there was talk about the future, you know. There's a great drive in the area for this wonderful, huge property to be put to a great use of bringing wounded servicemen here in current and future conflicts. And it's a wonderful part of Great Britain, this lovely part of Wales, where no doubt recuperation will be all the better for the beauty of the area.
So much to get our teeth into. Now, Kieran, before I have a chat with you, let's meet somebody who knows this building incredibly well.
My name is Geraint. I'm a paranormal investigator with Ghostwatch Wales. The most active parts of the house are the cellar, the long corridor on the first floor, and also the first floor on top of the stairs where there is a piano. And this is quite strange. We were in here a couple of weeks back in the daytime and we heard the tinkling of the keys on the piano. So I thought, oh, somebody's messing about with the piano, and we went in there and it was closed. I wouldn't like to be the one in there tonight. If Yvette and Carl are going to be in there with the team tonight, they're going to have their hands full because this place is really, really haunted.
Now, Kieran, we've heard from the eyewitnesses. Leslie's been researching like a demon. It's a fantastic location. So what are you looking forward to tonight, you know, most of all about this particular place?
Well, the eyewitness reports there's apparitions, there's sense of presence, there's sound-related phenomena as well, but everything has this menacing quality about it, and maybe it does come from the history part, and so I'm a bit concerned about how the team are going to react knowing some of the history. I think we're going to get a lot of very, very scared people tonight.
I mean, as usual, we found, haven't we, on this series, and I can hear it now, a lot of, you know, this knocking constantly, and as we're talking now, I can feel it underneath my feet. I don't know if you can hear it. It's all that's going on there.
Yes, we can hear
It is loud.
Yeah. OK, we've got a lot to look forward to. I can't wait to get stuck into this place. Now, last week we were investigating Rufford Old Hall in Lancashire and were astounded by the spate of door banging. Yes, door banging, Kieran. Have a look at this. You're behind me.
Don't leave me the door.
Chris asked for a door to slam shut. We've just heard a door slam shut. Was that you guys?
No, it just did it on its own. Ask Chris to do it again.
Thank you, Bartholomew. We appreciate you showing us your existence, proving to the other people in this building.
Come on,
can you please make a door slam again?
Can't hear what we can hear. It's quite loud. All right.